Hi everyone, this is your week 8 video for the high school game design class. Looking at the calendar over here on the right, you guys have, for week 8, you have a board game to work on, and that is due. You have a quiz on Unit 2, Session 3, and then you're going to start work on the Lazarus game. So I'm going to go in and just talk about each of those and give you guys some pointers. So in Unit 2, Session 3, this again focuses on conceptual constraints. When you do this assignment for the prototype that's due this week, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the last video, but again, remember you're going to only choose one conceptual constraint that's here in this table. And if you have ideas for other ones, you certainly could have emailed me and I would take that into consideration. You're going to fill out the storytelling doc. This is kind of a really open-ended assignment, so I know some of you have creative problems with that, and I can identify with that because that would be myself as well. So on this page, you're going to turn in 3 things at once. Your storytelling doc, rules for your game board, and that should also be a doc file, and then your game board. And remember, you can get you could make your game board on the computer using Paint. You could print out some graph paper. You could take a digital image of it with a phone or a camera. There's lots of ways to do that, but because you don't have to have anyone play test this one, you know, everyone should be giving me an image of the game board because you could do it on the computer if you needed to. So those are the 3 files that you need to turn in here. Once you get that done, there's some questions, I believe, on conceptual constraints in humane games. So that you need to answer. And after that, you're going to go into Unit 2, Session 3. And I'm going to talk about that for just Session 4, excuse me, because you're going to start your target the player game, which is called Lazarus. This is the last game I'm going to give you directions to in this set. And after this, you guys will have a challenge where I say, make a game that does blah, blah, blah. And you're on your own. So keep that in mind as you go through this one. So this one, again, you're going to start by reading the story that they give you, deconstructing that and putting it into the storytelling document and turning that in. Then, in an effort to make your lives a little bit easier, I have put the Chapter 4 assets, the Lazarus assets, into a folder called Chapter 4 on Dropbox. And if you go to Dropbox.com and set up an account, which is free, I'd like you to use your jeffcoschools.us, that Google account, for your email. Then you can use this link to go and you can download the whole folder of assets at one time. Now, if this doesn't work for you, because I don't want to spend all my time troubleshooting Dropbox issues with you guys. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to say you have to go into Lazarus assets here and do like you did before. You'll have to open up each image and then save image as, okay, and save it that way, putting it in the correct folder. The choice is yours, and if you want to do it all at once, you can figure it out and make it work. So for this, I'm just going to go back here to the updates so I know how long you guys have to make this game. You should be starting it on the 26th, which is Tuesday. And it is due the following Tuesday, which is March 5th. So you have a whole week to work on that game. Your games are getting a little more complex. They should be taking you just a little longer to complete. So that one you have a whole week. I will be online during week 8, not on Tuesday, but on Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30. And the reason for the change is because on Tuesday I have to be at Green Mountain for parent-teacher conferences. So I will post that in the announcement. But this week I would say is fairly straightforward still. And if you have questions, email me, or you can stop by on Thursday for some extra help.